Hello dear students, I welcome you in my channel. I am Sanju Hazria, Assistant Professor of English at Government College Ratangad. Today I am going to explain Nizim Ezekiel's poem The Night of the Scorpion. And in my previous video I have given introduction of the poet, introduction of the poem and summary of the poem. And in today's video I will explain this poem line to line. As you know, this poem is included in BA Part 3rd by Maharaja Ganga Singh University, Bikaner. So, this is our poem, Night of the Scorpion. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice, parting with his poison flesh of diabolic tail in the dark room. He risked the rain again. The peasants came like swarms of flies and buzzed the name of God 100 times to paralyze the evil one. With candles and with lanterns throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud-baked walls, they searched for him. He was not found. They clicked their tongues with every movement that the scorpion made his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. So, what is the theme of this poem? In this poem, the poet is telling the story of his childhood, what incident took place in his childhood days. I remember the night. Poet is saying that he remembered that night. Now he is grown up and he remembered that night my mother was stung by a scorpion. When his mother was stung, when his mother was beaten by a scorpion. Stung means bite. Okay, so he remembered that night when his mother was stung by a scorpion, when his mother was beaten by a scorpion. 10 hours of steady rain. On that day, rain was continuously there, means the rain was continuously raining from 10 hours, had driven him to crawl beneath a sack of rice. And because of raining, it was driven by the raining to crawl beneath, to go beneath a sack of rice. Outside of the house there was raining, so it came into the house and it went beneath under the sack of rice, parting with his poison. And then it parted with his poison, means scorpion, when scorpion bite, it gives poison to another person. So parting, it parted means that scorpion parted with his poison flesh of diabolic tail. Now the poet is saying that its tail is like a diabolic, means evil one. It is full of bad quality. So it parted means that scorpion parted with his poison and it is the flesh of diabolic tail in the dark room. In that dark room, his tail was like the diabolic one, the devilish one, the evil one. So it had beaten his mother's toe and it has parted with its poison by biting his mother. And in that dark room, his tail was like the full of poison, like the full of devilish thinking. He risked the rain again. After biting his mother, he risked the rain again. He took the risk and he went again in the rain. The peasants came like swarms of flies. And when the peasants came to know about the scorpion has beaten poet's mother, the peasants came in the form of swarms of flies. They came in a group and it appeared like the swarms of flies. Here the poet is comparing the peasants group to swarms of flies. And buzzed the name of God, and they started buzzing. They started chanting the name of gods 100 times. They were chanting the name of God as the swarms bees, as the swarm of flies bees. In the same manner, they were buzzing the name of God as 100 times to paralyze the evil one. Why they were chanting the names of God? To paralyze, to stop the evil one. Who was the evil one? The scorpion. they wanted to paralyze the evil one, so they were praying to God to paralyze that devilish thing. With candles and with lanterns, these peasants have come with candles and lanterns in their hands. With candles and with lanterns, so they had come with candles and lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows. And when the light was falling, the candles and lanterns light was falling, it was appearing the scorpion shadows, means it was making the scorpion shadows. As they were thinking about the scorpion, they were in the quest of the scorpion. So when the lanterns and candles light was falling, it appeared that there was scorpion on the mud baked walls, means when they were searching that scorpion with candles and lanterns, and when the light fall on the mud baked walls means these thatches or these huts were made of mud, and they were baked by the sun rays. So when they were showing the light to mud baked walls, these shadows were appearing like the scorpion. They searched for him. As they were searching for the scorpion, he was not found. But he was not found. They were searching. They were questing for that scorpion, but scorpion was not found. They clicked their tongues and they were very surprised. They were clicking their tongues as they wanted to show that it was very devilish thing that the scorpion was not found, and if its movement will not be stopped, the poison will also move in his mother's body. With every movement that the scorpion made, his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. With every movement of that scorpion that the scorpion made, his poison, whenever the scorpion would move, his poison also move in mother's blood. In mother's blood, they said, the peasants said. So this is the superstitious thinking. This is the orthodoxical thinking of the peasants of the village. So the poet has given that type of picturesque scene of the villages in which such type of things are related with superstitions. I think you understood it, and now we are heading towards the next. May he sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight, they said. May your sufferings decrease, the misfortune of your next birth, they said. May the sum of all evil, balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good, become diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh. Now they were praying. What they are saying? May he sit still. May he sit still. Scorpion should stop its movement. He should stay still. He should sit still. He should not move. They said. They were praying to God. They were wishing that the scorpion should sit still. May the sins of your previous birth be burned away tonight. May the sufferings of his mother, may the sins of your previous birth, means they are saying to his mother, the sins of her previous birth may be burned away tonight because of her sufferings, because she was suffering as her toe was beaten by the scorpion. So the peasants were saying, they said, means the peasant said, may the sins of her previous birth be burned away tonight. May your sufferings decrease, the misfortunes of your next birth. May, as you are suffering today, as she was suffering today, so these sufferings may decrease the misfortunes, the bad fate of her next birth. They said, means the peasant said that as his mother was suffering from the beaten toe, so her sufferings may decrease, the misfortunes, the bad fate of her next birth. May the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good. may the sum of all evil, whatever she has done wrong, all the evil work, the sum of all evil may be balanced in the unreal world, means in the heaven, in the after the death, maybe the sum of evil may be balanced against the sum of good, means the suffering may balance her evil things with the good ones, and then there will be balance in that unreal world. Become diminished by your pain, and it may lessen by your pain, means your bad things, your evil works may be balanced, may be lessened by your pain, by her pain, by the sufferings of poet's mother. May the poison purify your flesh. May the poison which was injected by that scorpion may purify her flesh, may purify her body, may purify her worldly flesh. So I think you understood it. And now the next, of desire, may the suffering purify her flesh, her body of desire. May her desires, her feelings, her emotions may be purified in this world. And your spirit of ambition, and her spirit of her ambitious spirit may be purified today by the sufferings. So her spirit of ambition, they said, means the peasant said that her ambitious spirit may be purified today by this suffering. And they sat around, and now they sat around, the peasants, the villagers sat around on the floor they sat around, with my mother in the center, and his mother, poet's mother, was laying in the center, and all the peasants, all the villagers were sitting around her on the floor. The peace of understanding on each face, there was the peace of understanding, their face was reflecting the peace of understanding. More candles, more lanterns, more neighbors, and more people were coming with candles and lanterns. In this way, more and more neighbors were coming to meet his mother. More insects and the endless rain, and more insects were coming in the light of lanterns and in the light of candles, as it was raining, and the rain was endless. There was not any end of the rain was continuously raining at that time. My mother twisted through and through, and poet's mother and his mother was twisting through and through because of pain, because of suffering. She was twisting round and round, groaning on a mat, and she was sighing on a mat, she was crying on a mat, as she was lying on a mat, and she was groaning and twisting through and through. My father, sceptic rationalist, trying every curse and blessing, powder, mixture, herb and hybrid, he even poured a little paraffin upon the beaten toe and put a mass to it. I watched the flame feeding on my mother. I watched the holy man perform his rites to tame the poison with incantation. After 20 hours, it lost its sting. My father. Now he is giving the description of his father, what type of the person he was. He was sceptic. He was full of doubts, rationalist. He was logical. He did not believe in the religious rites. So he was doubtful. He was rationalist, trying every curse and blessing. And everybody and his father also was trying every curse and blessings. Means religious rites were also performed, but he was also doing his own work. He was trying everything as powder. He used powder, mixture, herb, means plant which is used as medicine, and hybrid means everything, mixture of such type of things, powder, herb, and such things of were used. He even poured in a little paraffin, and he also poured a little paraffin, kerosene type like liquid. He also poured that on his beaten toe, upon the beaten toe. He also poured a little paraffin upon the beaten toe of his mother and put a match to it. And then he put a match to it. I watched the flame feeding on my mother. And as he was a child, so he could not control that situation. So he is like a narrator narrating this story. He was watching from the distant place. I watched the flame feeding on my mother, and he watched the flame due to that paraffin and matchstick. So he watched the flame feeding on his mother. It was burning his mother's toe. It was feeding on his mother's toe. I watched the holy man perform his rites, and he also watched the holy man, the religious person, was also performing his rites, his rituals to to stop the poison with an incantation, with his chantings, with his magical words, with his mantras. He was also trying to control that poison. He was also trying to control that poison with rituals, with religious rites. After 20 hours, it lost its sting, but nothing could control that poison, nothing could control that suffering. After 20 hours, it lost automatically, it automatically lost its sting, it automatically lost its poison, its suffering, its pain. My mother only said, "Thank God the scorpion picked on me and spared my child." These three lines are very important. These lines show the motherly love, how selflessly she loves her children. My mother only said. Now poet is saying that mother only said. She was not tensed about her sufferings. She was not thinking about her pain. She only said, "Thank God." And she thanked to God. The scorpion picked on me, that the scorpion picked her to bite. The scorpion stung her and spared my children. And it did not bite, it did not sting to her children. Means she thanked to God for biting the scorpion to her, not to her children. So I think you understood it. This is very beautiful poem, and it shows motherly love, how selflessly mother loves to her children. I think you understood it, and thanks for watching my video.